If you're new to the channel, my name is Evan and I'm a 25-year-old entrepreneur from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I run my own digital marketing agency, and I'm here to teach you how to begin your social media marketing journey.
My name is Evan, and you're listening to Block E.
Now, I just want to start out and say congratulations to each and every single one of you who clicked on this video. You are one step closer to leaving that 9-to-5 life and living that laptop lifestyle, the dream lifestyle. And that's why you wanted to click on this video. You wanted a new opportunity, and hopefully you're able to start that opportunity with this video. Now, for those of you who just stumbled upon this video because you're curious about what the hell is SMMA and is it right for me? SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency, and that's what I currently run from my own laptop from anywhere in the world. I could be in Bali, I could be in Thailand, I could be in Europe, or I could be at my home in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Snoop Doggy Dogg, welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Hey man, thank you for having me, man. It's an honor and a treat to be here once again.
You could be anywhere in the world and have your own social media marketing agency. Now, what I do is I run paid traffic, but you can also do growth services, or you can do some different like clientele, like content creation for your clients, okay? Whatever they kind of request, and you're able to deliver on those services. But I strictly follow into paid traffic because that brings the greatest conversions and the greatest return on investment times 2, times 3, times 4 for my clients. So that's what I currently do. Now, the first thing that you should be doing when you're getting started in your social media marketing agency is just getting comfortable with the platforms. So you're on Facebook. That's excellent. You already know what's going on there, but do you know what's happening on YouTube? Do you know what's going on Instagram? Create an account for each of the platforms that you want to have your services for and get comfortable with the platforms. You can't be an expert in anything if you have no idea what the hell you're doing. So start understanding what these platforms are, start going around to the settings and seeing, and also doing some research, which I'm going to be talking about in a couple minutes. Start doing some research on other people who are very successful at doing so. You should, based on your age, some of you are a lot younger, so some of you have actually been on social media your whole life. Instagram didn't even come out for me until after I was done high school. So it was only Facebook that people are able to interact with each other. So I pretty much know Facebook near the back of my head. I understand it so well. And then Instagram came out, Snapchat came out shortly after that, and I became an expert in all of those different platforms just by researching as well as posting my own content, seeing what worked, seeing what didn't work. It's all about trial and error, and that's what social media marketing is all about. It's about trial and error and testing. Testing is going to be your go-to in order to study anything, or in order to study all the boundaries of what social media marketing is. Now, the second step in starting your social media marketing agency is to identify what excellent content is. So what I want you to do after you're done watching this video, I want you to go to the top 10 profiles, be it on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and study how those top 10 content creators got there. Go back and see in the very beginning. I love doing this for YouTube, especially for YouTube. Go back and see the beginning of their channel. It's so easy to do. You just click on the profile, you go to the video settings, and instead of most popular and most recent videos, you go to the oldest videos, and then you're able to see how these people got started or how these businesses got started in their channels, and you're able to kind of see like where the growth happened and see what kind of content worked for them in the beginning, what kind of content didn't work for them. A big one to see with this is Peter McKinnon. So if you go into Peter McKinnon's YouTube page, you're able to see that he does some vlogs in the first 3 or 4 episodes of his YouTube channel, and they got some good coverage, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 views, which is pretty good. But he then switched it up and began he began to give value, and he began to do a lot of how-to tutorials in Adobe for photographers, for videographers, and that's how his channel just started to explode. So you just kind of have to go back a little bit and identify, okay, which stuff worked for these excellent content creators who are already in the top 10 or top 15 of their social media on the social media platforms, and just identify what excellent content is and when they started to blow up. And the third thing that you're going to need to know before starting your social media marketing agency is to figure out what your strengths are. Now, you always remember like the old saying from your teachers, you gotta work on what you struggle with. You gotta work on your weaknesses. That is fucking complete bullshit, and you should not do that. You should figure out and identify what your weaknesses are right at the beginning and just outsource those, or just work on the things that you are excellent at. If you're strong with YouTube, then just focus on YouTube. But if your client wants like Facebook or Instagram management, find someone on these outsource sites like Upwork or Fiverr who are very good at delivering those types of services, and then you could hire them for pretty cheap, like $5, $10, $20, to oversee those type of platforms. If you're doing growth, if you're doing paid traffic, if you don't even know what Instagram ads or Facebook ads are, and you're not very good at that, and you're only good at like being a salesperson, then hire someone, find someone that's really good at Facebook ads, and then you're able to work together with them, and now you have a whole team on your back. So then you have someone that's doing Facebook ads. You have, if you're starting your whole agency, you should have about 5 or 6 different team members. You should have someone that's able to do content creation, so video editing. You should have someone that's doing graphic design, so graphic design for like ads, like Instagram story ads or Facebook ads. You should also have like a salesperson. So if you're really good at sales, you can be that go-to person. You can have a copywriter as well, a Facebook ads expert, if I didn't already mention that before. And you can also have a funnel expert, so someone who's really good at copyright and good with funnels. Like a really good platform for it is ClickFunnels, and they offer a 14-day free trial, and I'll link that down on the bottom. That is the number one way that that's the number one platform that I use for my social media marketing agency in order to generate leads and in order to generate a higher conversion rate for my clients. Those are the 3 tips in order to get started with your social media marketing agency. The first one was to just go on the platforms and test out and see what works, see what doesn't work. The second step is to identify what excellent content is. So go after those top people that are on those platforms and almost kind of copy them. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. The wheel is already invented. A good example of that is Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. And I think the very first social media platform that came out that was kind of similar to Facebook was Friendster. So Friendster, I think, got started in the early 2000s or late 90s. I could be wrong on that. That's what kind of got started. They invented the wheel. They went under. They're not successful anymore. And then the second one that came out and copied Friendster was MySpace. Now, probably none of you have been on MySpace. I had a MySpace profile like over a decade ago. I had some older guy on a cruise ship tell me about what MySpace was, and I think I was only like 11 or 12 years old at the time. He's like, oh, you gotta get on MySpace. That's like kind of like where all the cool people are and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And then Facebook came out. And Facebook absolutely destroyed MySpace. Facebook was just a better platform, and Mark Zuckerberg was able to take what worked at MySpace and saw what didn't work and just brought it onto his own platform. So he was that number 3 step of creating that social media platform. So first was Friendster, second was MySpace, and third was Facebook. So that's when he was able to identify what excellent content was, and he was able to deliver on that. And then the third step was to figure out your strengths, and the quicker that you're able to figure out your strengths, so if you're good at sales, you stick with sales, you stick with selling your services, and you have someone else do Facebook ads, someone else do copyright, someone else do graphic design, someone else do content creation for your services. As soon as you're able to identify what your strengths are, you can focus all your energy onto that instead of spreading it out and trying to learn Facebook ads for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. You can hire someone to do Facebook ads for you, and then after about a month, 2 months, 3 months after successful campaigns, you can get them to teach you how to do Facebook ads because you've already given them either a percentage or like a base salary for the services that they're able to provide, and then they can teach you how to do it because you've been paying them. That's another secret that I'm gonna be talking about a little bit later on, was just if you're able to pay for something, then that's a quicker process in order to get help from someone. If you give someone money, then you've delivered them value on that front, and then they're more willing to give you value as well. So those are the 3 steps in order to start your social media marketing agency. I am so excited for you guys to go into this free 6-part training. And if this is the first video that you're watching, there's gonna be another 5 videos following this one. And it's an absolutely free tutorial on how you could start your social media marketing agency. So my name is Evan, and if you haven't already done so before, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to be over there. I always get confused from wherever it's going to be. So please hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on Instagram at @thegilbygilbs. I'm pretty active on there. Shoot me some DMs if you have any questions, and I will catch you in the next video.